Hi guys, I'm Mary Beth from Alarm Clock Wars and Agriculture, and today we're talking about grapefruit. So let's talk about how to cut up a grapefruit. The way that you're probably most familiar with is we'll cut right through the middle of the grapefruit. So here's your stem end and your flower end, and we're going to cut the opposite way, right through the middle, so that you've cut all those segments in half. You can see those beautiful grapefruit segments. The difference between a grapefruit and an orange is that these membranes between those segments, in an orange, those are pretty tender and easy to eat. In a grapefruit, they're pretty thick and they're really just not very good to eat. So the way that most people will cut a grapefruit is to use a grapefruit knife or a grapefruit spoon and cut around those individual segments inside the membranes, so you're getting that yummy fruit loose from all of those membranes. It's pretty easy and pretty fast to do it once you get the hang of it with this grapefruit knife. And then once the segments are all loose from those membranes, then it's pretty easy to just pop them right out into your bowl. So if you're just doing one grapefruit or just a couple, that's a really easy way to get your grapefruit. Now if you want pieces that are a little bit bigger, or if you're going to be doing more than one grapefruit, we can talk about another way. So this time we're actually going to use our knife to peel the grapefruit. We're going to start by cutting off just a little bit from the top and the bottom to make a flat surface. The goal is to cut through the rind of the fruit and get the pith off, that's that white part, but leave most of the fruit behind. We just want a flat surface to work with so that a grapefruit's not running away from us all over the counter. So once you've got your flat surface, place it cut side down, put your knife right at the border of where the white part, that pith, meets the fruit, and just cut around the side of the fruit. And then the goal is to get the rind and as much as the pith off as you can, but leave as much fruit behind. And you can see here I cut a little bit deep on the bottom side of that fruit. Here's what it looks like. So you want it to look like this, not so much like that. So we'll go around some more, cut off all the rind that I can easily get to from this side, and then we'll flip it over and do it again. So then you just flip it over so the other cut side is down. You can see anything that you've missed. So here there's the rind itself is gone, but there's quite a lot of that pith left, and we really don't want that. And then over here, a little bit more. All right, so now, get the trash out of the way. We've got this yummy ball of grapefruit. But we still have the same problem with those membranes in the middle. So a couple different ways that you can deal with this. If you're feeling really talented, just take your finger and slide it between the fruit and the membrane on either side, and then pop the segment out that way. That one didn't work so well. You can also take a paring knife and cut between, like you would with the grapefruit knife. Just cut between the fruit and the membranes and get your segments out that way. Here we go, that one looks pretty. Or you can kind of take it apart like you would an orange, and then you can peel the segments out of the membranes that way. When I was in college, I didn't own a grapefruit knife, but I loved grapefruit, so this was the way that I would eat grapefruit. I would just make a giant mess, sit in my living room at my coffee table, have grapefruit for dinner, peel it with my fingers, make a big mess of the membranes, and then have grapefruit juice sprayed all over my living room that I would then have to clean up. I'm a little more grown up now. At least I'm doing it in the kitchen today instead of in the living room. Now you can eat these membranes in between. They're just a lot chewier, a lot tougher than what we're used to with oranges. So if you're just looking for a quick snack, an easy way to eat grapefruit, then I would recommend taking the membranes out. But you know, there's lots of fiber in there. They're not bad for you. If you want to eat them, go for it. All right, guys, that's my very, very messy, very not pretty at all way to peel a grapefruit, way to cut up a grapefruit. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Check out my website at agricultured.org for even more information about grapefruit. Hi everybody, I'm Mary Beth from Alarm Clock Wars and Agricultured, and today we're throwing grapefruit on the floor.